Hi, and welcome back to session 3 of Day of Sundering, the campaign on the Crit World YouTube channel. I'm your DM, the Dungeon Dweller, otherwise known as Calathane. We're joined by our usual players, Kazu, uh,
Stop.
Mort,
Hello.
Sakura,
Hello.
and we have a new face with us. She will be revealing herself soon, but we'll see her right now as Broken Otto. Broken Otto, if you would like to introduce yourself.
Hello.
Now, when we last left off, we were we had just left. I mean, after a harrowing conflict against blood-sucking sturges in a creature referred to as a dread lantern. Our party hunkered down in an abandoned house, and Mort was visited, if that's the correct term, visited by some unknown presence. Talon revealing himself as having some form of curse placed upon him, both to Mort as well as to
Functionally,
a cleric at the Abadar Temple. Magnus and Anzu having a very interesting interaction when Magnus did not have a correct or normal heartbeat. But now, as the night kind of ends with them taking their long rests, we come back early in the morning. The small light of dawn coming through the small openings in the shack. Everyone kind of waking up. Who would be the first one waking up, in their opinion? Who would be the first one waking up?
basically, as the lights coming through, I'm just like, it was. Other than the beast, it was pretty nice in the dark.
Everyone as they wake up. Could everybody give me a small perception check, please? Just a small one. Everybody
So
except
we
for, of
want
course,
we want a small perception.
except for, of course, Tira. Okay. Magnus got a 14, Talon got a 16. Mort, Anzu, if y'all would like to roll perception for me. If y'all think y'all will be awake at this point.
Yo, Sarah.
I'm trying to. I may have to refresh the game page.
I forgot to unpause the game. Uh, 10? Okay. These are better rolls than last session. Okay. So, Mort, as you kind of come to consciousness after your visit, you kind of wake up to a familiar sound. Not just the rest of the party kind of stirring. You wake up to the sound of skittering. Not insectoid. Four legs. Kind of skittering across like that, very much that kind of dirty ground you're on. Near one of the floorboards, you see a small family. You see one or two rats have kind of conjugated near you, near where you slept. And seem to be clawing at something. near the floorboards. But as you kind of like sit, as you kind of like come to continue to come to consciousness, you see almost like perfectly a what looks like the morning sun, a bit of the morning sun coming through one of those gaps, one of the gaps in the wall, and shining perfectly on that same area they are pawing at.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna go closer to try and investigate what's going on
Uh,
and like what might be there.
you kind of touch it and feel that this is a bit of a loose floorboard. You think you're kind of like trying to think. I mean, you think like, oh, is this because it's old? But as you move it, there you see under it like there's a small like padded area, and in that bit of padded area you find what looks like a small box, small container. It looks like almost like a jewelry box. And on the front of it painted is the symbol of the goddess known as the Dawn Flower or Saren Ray.
So I would know what the what it's supposed like what the symbol's supposed to be right away.
Yeah, she's a very common god, very common goddess. For your proclivities, like you definitely are aware of her because of reasons. Um, she is, of course, the dawn light or the dawn flower. She is the shining beacon of light. And this box has like a small picture of it, a picture of her. You kind of look at the box. You don't see it. There's a clasp. There's no lock on it.
Huh. So I'd be able to open it up if I wanted to?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a little interested. I'll open the box.
As you open it, you find six things. Six things inside of it. Five are the same. The last one's a little bit different. Or four are the same. The last two are a little bit different. You open it up and find five. Well, we find five small potion bottles. Four of them seem to be right. The other one seems to be cracked and has the liquid inside of it has darkened. And there's a small pouch. And as you look through it, you find a note as well.
Okay.
Do you read the note?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and try and read it.
As all of you kind of like see Mort has kind of like dug up this small jewelry box, it's a small it's a letter. It says, "Praises to Saren Ray. She has always taught us to take in travelers. And one night because of what we were taught, we were blessed. We took in a stranger, and the next morning he left us these gifts. Hopefully we are able to pass these on in her light. You see like the name's kind of smudged out. In her light praises Saren Ray. And at the bottom is like the name of whoever was in this house is kind of smudged out. But what you find is 4 healing potions, minor healing potions. So this would be cure minor cure I mean cure light wounds. This would be 4 potions that have cure light wounds. And the last one that is cracked has from what you can tell spoiled in a way. But this one is a potion of inflict light wounds. And within that small bag, you find 24 gold pieces.
I'll let the party know of what I found and just share the gold equally amongst everyone.
Okay, but so I'm looking at the items and I don't see potions as something that we can drag onto our sheet.
Oh, can you not? Give me 1 second. And it'll be up 6 GP per person. Can y'all not just take potions?
Gold pieces. What I have.
Weapons, ammo. Can you not? Yada yada yada. Weapons, ammo. No. Armor, shields. Is there not like a magic item one?
I was looking under consumables. It's not there for sure.
Is it not? Wow.
Equipment, gear.
No. What is it? Where's potions? Wow, this is so weird. I thought they would have them. Potion sponge. Huh, that's weird. I will find them in a second because they do exist. Trust me. Because I was looking at them earlier. Cure light wounds. Okay. Do they? If you see scrolls, take the scrolls. Items.
Out of nearly 2,000 items, I searched the word potion and nothing comes up.
Oh my god, this is so dumb.
Let's see, there's cure all.
Chemical items, magic items, rod, stays, wondrous items. We're taking too long on this. Oh, they have absinthe. I didn't know that. Anyway. Okay, I will say, y'all do have them, because they do exist inside Pathfinder. I'm not crazy here. They're like 50 gold pieces a pop. With that, I will say, y'all do have that now. So, and y'all do go up about 6 GP person. 6 GP
Yeah,
person.
already out of mine.
Okay. Inventory, so I'm at 171. Yeah. So as morning kind of hits, you're also kind of like in that pseudo dark before morning hits. Before like morning dawn comes in.
Like morning twilight, sort of.
Yeah, yeah. As y'all continue, on, we what's y'all next play? What are y'all aiming to do now?
I mean, if there's nothing else here, we may as well start moving towards the moving back towards Hamlet.
Megan just kind of gives like a nod of agreement there.
Anzu, we found the potions, we found the gold. Do you think we should start heading back towards Hamlet?
Yeah, I think so.
As y'all kind of like begin making your way, y'all begin a bit of a trek. Let me see if I can do this. I don't have a scene for this. Give me a second. I actually don't have a scene for this. That sucks. Sure, let's save the scene for a bit. As y'all kind of continue, um, as y'all continue, could everyone give me a perception check? As y'all kind of move through that morning time through like the kind of like those dirt roads and everything.
You said perception?
Yeah,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20?
Yeah, dirty 20.
12. Dirty 20. As you did Mort roll twice? No. No.
No, last one was me.
That was the old one. Okay. Okay, so we got 19, so we got 9, 12, 20, and 22.
If the sun's up, that'll be a 21, but yeah.
I'll say for the time until a little bit later, I'm gonna say you're kind of like in that the dark, in the shade for a bit.
Okay.
Um,
Kind of like the trees blocking out the early
Yeah.
morning sun.
as y'all continue, y'all see someone. What looks like on this like this bit of forested area on side the road. Bit of forested area on side the road. Um, you see someone standing, like not standing, they're kneeling near something that's kind of obscured by bushes. Um, as this person kind of stands, and kind of looks around. Broken Auto, if you would like to introduce your character, please. Right back. Hello, I'm back. Yeah, Tira, if you would like to introduce yourself, that'd be great. Tira?
Um,
Broken, you're okay?
yeah, sorry. Yes, Tira, a cat folk. Um,
Okay. What does she look like?
She's 5'10" with red fur,
Okay.
covering mostly the arms and legs of her. Bright red hair, stereotypical cat ears and tail.
Y'all kind of see this person. You kind of see this person kneeling kneeling near something. This person doesn't seem like they're set to attack you. They seem to be investigating some other situation happening. You see like almost like this bright red hair covering the arms and legs. You see you kind of like the kind of brightly colored clothes she's wearing. But Tira, as you kind of like crouch down, you do hear like there's a group of people approaching. These four individuals. You see what looks to be a clergyman, two figures who are kind of seem like they're in a more traditional mercenary garb, and what looks like very brightly colored individual. But as you stand, as you look, you're standing over what could almost be associated with a horror show. You stand over a deer, a large deer, a large buck that seems as if the lower back section, the back half of the creature, of the animal, had been almost cut away, and what looked like pencil-sized metal needles have been placed into its backside. It seems to be almost in a state of shock, but not medically, as if the amount of blood this thing would have lost and the amount of pain it would be in, it should be dead. But it is, the word forced is more accurate here. It is forced to stay alive. As we move away from Tira and back to the other four, they continue to walk. Y'all do see this figure. Talon and Anzu. With those rolls y'all had, y'all see the deer. Y'all see at least the top half of the deer. That it seems to be like it's very wide-eyed, almost like it's in a position of asking for help. And Tira almost has a look on her face where the person you're looking at, that catfolk woman you're looking at, is in a position of somberness towards it. Y'all can give me a sense motive if Anzu and Talon could give me sense motive checks.
Sense motive. They should be alphabetical.
20.
What did you say? It's
Sense motive.
sense motive?
Yeah, sense motive.
Yeah, here it is. Hang on. Sorry.
Okay.
There we go.
Talon, both of you, I'm going to say both of you can tell this is not whatever happened, and as y'all continue walking towards it, y'all come across that same scene. y'all kind of give this cat folk a kind of like a wide berth where y'all can also see what's happening, but also if anything pops off, y'all can quickly be at your weapons, and if there is an issue, you kind of look at this deer, and you look at the cat folk, and there it's a level of she feels pain for this animal. She feels pain for this animal in a way that she did not do this. And she would probably be in the same position you are in that same position you're in, where she came across it on her path. Um, how do all, like, you kind of like all five of you now kind of looking at this creature, but also looking at each other. What are y'all doing?
I'll just ask, was he like this when you found him?
Tierra, yeah, a couple minutes ago. I mean, about an hour ago. Yeah, you're moving down the path and you found this. And you found it.
I'm gonna look and be like, yes, and I'm not sure what is keeping this creature in such harm.
Okay. Can I try? Okay, if I were to take one of the crap, I would have a flat roll on knowledge nature. But I have an idea. If we check these needle things in the back of the animal, we might be able to see if it was poisoned.
Okay. You can roll knowledge nature. If anyone believes like a knowledge would help, they can roll it.
I do get a +1 to survival. Could I roll that?
Give me a second. Sure. You can roll survival.
All right, I'll try that. If anyone else has a higher check on either nature or survival, please.
I'll throw this around. You can also either go. Anyone can roll either Arcana and or Religion.
Okay, yeah. I rolled the highest one I have out of any of those. I got a 16 on that.
Oh,
Okay, interesting. As Mort kind of looks at this, kind of like almost like Mort's almost unfazed at this, in a very kind of like numb to the idea of it, of what's going on, and he addresses it, and he addresses like these needles. You try to move and remove one of these needles. And as you remove it, it almost reflexively kicks the ground in a way that you realize is these needles are placed in such a strategic way to force its muscles to contract in different ways, like puppetry.
Damn, deer's been acupunctured.
Mort, as you look at this, you look at the needles themselves. These are long, thin. These are maybe a centimeter at their thickest, but these are long and thin. They are jet black. Jet black. You kind of piece together there you kind of pick up on there's a level of magic that has been imbued in these needles that preserves the body in a state of pain And it appears that this animal has been like this for some time. With your knowledge of religion, you are aware that also this is a magical effect. There is like involved in this. There is some level of clerical magic involved.
Hmm.
As y'all kind of continue to look over this animal, you do see there is a trail. There's a trail. You see like a lot of blood has pooled, but there's a trail from the tree line going farther back. As you also, one last thing, another little bit of thing. You kind of realize with this also, the same magic that is keeping it alive is also making it bleed as well. Like, looking at how much blood is pool and how much the trail is, it seems like this thing would have bled out a very long time ago.
Hmm.
So whatever this is, it is like the magic around it, the magic and the actions taken on it has centered itself on maximizing the pain, agony, and general negative emotion of this animal through this work, through this needlework.
Okay. I'll draw my sword, look at everyone, and be like, okay, shall we follow the creepy blood trail?
Magnus, of course, kind of follows suit, readies himself, but he has a moment where he's like, Miss, I do have to address it. Who are you, and how do we know you were not the one who performed this act? And he's talking.
I am nothing. I am nothing but a catfolk trying to follow the tale of revenge. I am not. I would never cause harm to a creature like this.
A tale of revenge. Well. I can take that for an answer for now. Now, if you would like to join me and my companions in dealing with whoever did this, I believe we'll welcome you for a time.
So be
More blades on our side is always a welcome sign.
As you kind of
Okay.
follow that
Oh, I'll
trail.
ask.
Oh,
I'll ask the group. Okay, so who wants to take point?
I might as well, and I pull out my mace just to be safe.
You see the holy man draw mace, and he begins to kind of take follow that blood trail. It's about, I want to say, a mile or two off your like the beaten path, off the path you were kind of taken, until y'all come to what looks like a cave. It looks like the most blood has been also pooled in this area. As y'all continue, give me a perception check. Does it say 25?
No, Mort got 15. I got 16. Hey, Mom, perception rolls.
There's the 25. There's 25.
Yeah.
15, 16, 17. Yeah, Tira rolled a 25. So Tira's definitely going to see this. Magnus will. I mean, I feel like everyone at this moment is kind of seeing this. I'm waiting for Anzu to kind of make her roll to see if she notices.
Yep, she'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Okay. As all of you kind of pick up on, I'll say everybody in the group kind of sees this. As everyone kind of sees this, they see the cave. Apparently, you see like some garbage, like debris, basically. Kind of like cut down trees or branches that was kind of used in like to make a bedding area. You piece together that the cave looks like it was lived in for a period of time. For a period of time. Magnus kind of continues to ready himself, and he kind of steps forward with Mort, towards the cave. As y'all kind of enter the cave, there's blood everywhere, the ground covering the walls, but also, also hanging from the walls, you see several like what looks like pieces of leather are hanging off small like pieces, small sections, small section of the walls. And you kind of see that they look like they have some form of writing on them, but you can't tell without like kind of getting a good look at it. Would anyone like to try to kind of look at these like strips of leather and see what they have on them?
Okay, yeah, if I take a closer look myself, just because I can actually like see in the dark and everything. Well, I think most of us
Most of us
can.
can.
Yeah.
If you could roll me a sleight of hand, please. Woo! As you go to touch this, there's a level of like energy feedback that hit that as you go to touch it, and it makes you almost like stumble for a second, and you tear it. You tear it. To a point where it's almost unreadable. You kind of step back, and it's like this was a feeling of raw pain, not in the way of like negative energy, because negative energy would have had the opposite reaction to you. It's a moment of this energy is pain. This energy is pain, and you recoiled from it. As you don't see any more of them. This might have been like the last one. You do see like, of course, like kind of like small pools of blood and kind of like severed pieces of animals, like smaller animals, like a squirrel or a raccoon or some other smaller animals that have been cut off or severed. If let me see, Mort, if you could give me an Arcana check. Four. It stinks in here. It's kind of like a smell that burns your nose.
Hanzo, do you have Arcana?
That
Yeah. Your skills?
I don't see anything called Arcana on here.
It'll be in the knowledge ones.
Oh, yeah, here it is. I found it. I just found it.
Oh, I mean, he kind of specifically called out more, so I don't know if it depends on if he wants to open it up for you to roll it too.
You can tell him I have a +8, so.
Sure. I'll say, Anzu, you could roll this. That smell that almost like everyone kind of picks up on and kind of burns everyone's nose. Your thing is just like it's like detritus from whatever was here. It's distinct. It's negative energy. It's that same kind of like feel you get y'all got from whenever like for the four of you when you dealt with the dreaded lantern. It's like a level of
Negative
like,
energy. Negative energy. Do any of you kind of voice that thought to me? Because I could do something.
Something's not right.
Okay. I can use it 3 times a day. I'll go ahead and use one of my uses now. This is a gamble. Might waste it, but as a spell-like ability, I can detect undead 3 times a day. How do I actually put it to the chat just so the things can be...
What's the wording on this? Because I have a bit of a something here. I have a bit of something here.
Okay. So what it says...
I think you can just put it in chat. I think.
Yeah, let me just put it...
So I can
How
like,
do I just put
let me
it...
get a look at this. Let me get a look at this real quick. Because I'm interested in how the wording is. Because the wording is a specific type. I could really have fun with this.
Okay, let me...
Talon. Features.
For some reason it's not showing up there, but it's under my racial traits. I'll just copy and paste what it says here.
Okay.
And then it has the table.
Oh, okay. Aura that surrounds undead creatures. The amount of information revealed. Presence and absence of an undead aura. First round. Oh, it's multiple. Okay, more rounds you hold it for.
Did it let me put it?
Yeah, it's there.
Alright, so it says hit die 1 or lower. Strength is faint. And I might just have to screenshot this and put it into the
Mort.
other chat because there's a table here.
Mr. Mortimer. Mr. Mort.
Yes.
Could you do me a favor, please?
That's
Sure.
what I have. I just put it into the other chat so you can see like the way the table is laid out.
Okay. If you could give me a second. Cause this is an interesting question.
It's a cone shaped emanation, so I would basically almost have to like hold it and just kind of look out into, just kind of like looking around the whole cave basically.
Okay.
But it's out. It's
So
out as
Mort.
far as 60 feet.
Mort. So you're looking all around everything, right? Like you're looking 360
Yeah.
around everything, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Mort.
Just
If you could
seeing
give
if
me-
anything kind of pings on my I guess radar.
Mort, if you could please give me a stealth check. With this stealth check, you can add your spell casting modifier to that.
Okay, just trying to find where stuff is.
It's in skills, and whenever you roll,
Okay,
you
here it
add
is.
whatever your.
Ooh.
You can add what in addition to your normal stuff, you can add your whatever your wisdom modifier would be.
Okay, my wisdom modifier is +3.
You can add that to your stealth check.
Okay.
In addition to the other, so it might be like a plus however much. Well, I don't know. How you a -3?
Was that supposed to
It
be a
was a
+3?
-6, and then I added 3.
How do you have a -6? Oh, your armor you -6? Oh my god.
Does his are we counting his armor penalties on stealth here?
You really shouldn't. This is one thing you shouldn't be.
Because this is more like for suppressing suppressing
Mort,
a magical.
You could, so this was still what was this? So what was so it would be 11, so it would be a 14? Talon, if you would like to pursue it, you can give me a you want to say I would say perception, and you can add your character level, because this is a racial thing. This is a racial ability.
All right, so it'd be perception +2. I'm just gonna see what happens here.
You got to beat a 14.
Yeah, situational bonus.
17.
Oh god.
17. There's a moment when you're trying to scan for information around the area, and your eyes they ping on Mort. And there's a solid amount of bad juju involved on him. You don't know where this is coming from, but it is somewhere on his body. There's a stronger source of negative energy than the stuff that there is almost like a moment of we're surrounded by darkness, but the thing you're seeing on Mort is this is advanced darkness.
I'm definitely gonna like put that down as like a mental note, but I'm also just trying to. I am gonna also really focus and see. Am I getting like pings from anywhere else but him?
Negative energy, nothing undead.
All right, so it's like a lot of negative energy, but nothing is specifically tripping a detect undead.
You are aware that negative energy is the plane. I mean, is the energy of the lower planes. It does not necessarily mean undeath. Your proclivities, your history and your proclivities, yes, would tend towards hearing negative energy. You would be like, does it have to do with that? Does it have to do with this undead? Not always. Not always. In this case, it is negative energy, but it is not negative energy related to undeath. In the case of, but for the cave, in the case of Mort, yes, it is undead. In the case of Mort, it is definitely no, that's undead shit going on right there. I don't know, it's not him, but there's something on him that is undeath, that is pinging undeath.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of, after doing the scan, just kind of be like, okay, well, the good news is I didn't pick up any undead in this area, except I'm not sure. I almost kind of glanced at Mort as if like there's a chance he might see that I specifically did look at him when I said that.
Ah, yes, Mort, who can't see in the dark and has not cast light, so he can't see nothing right now. I would also argue this is dim light. Y'all are in dim light. I will actively say that. The cave is not deep enough where it goes pitch black. This is dim light.
would we say when I use like that detect undead thing, like there might be like a glow in my eyes or something? You know, almost like just handling.
If you want to have, I guess if you want to out cat girl the cat girl, you can do that.
I'm just saying it as like I'm actively using some form of magic there.
Technically speaking, you would also see like as y'all are like in this low light, y'all are looking around. Also, you do see Tira's eyes just glow like a cat at night too. So, 'cause I believe you do. I believe cat folk do have dark vision.
It would make sense.
Yeah, obviously. So yeah, Magnus kind of like takes note and says, "Interesting." Not at the Mort situation, just like the idea of like whatever this is. He doesn't know. Tira, this doesn't seem like the MO of those people. The MO of those people. It's not good. Whatever it is, it's not good, but it's not their MO. Magnus kind of looks around and says, well, whatever this is, it seems like they abandoned this place some time ago. I would suggest we continue on, and if anything uncouth happens, we shall deal with it sternly.
Yeah, I might look around just to see if they left anything behind other than the leather that I kind of tore.
You look around, and there's nothing really left. It's very much just, it's like it was those last like bits of leather is like the last thing you kind of find, and it's kind of like it's ruined. You can't even tell what script it was probably written in. But yeah,
they cleaned this place out when they left. No clues or anything left behind.
Magnus kind of looks up, kind of steps out, looks into goes like, "Our daylight is waning. I would suggest we continue on if we wish to reach Hamlet before nightfall, before we have another encounter like last night."
That's probably a good idea.
As y'all continue, you hit about midday. Kind of like the thoughts, kind of like echoing, like kind of bouncing around in your mind about what happened, what y'all saw. As y'all continue, yada yada yada. Mort, you never told me what that thing was we talked about.
Right.
It would have leave it at this. If it's the thing we talked about in private, it would have double pinged. Because yeah, that would have made the ping too. That definitely would. As y'all continue, midday comes.
I can definitely say I don't. I'll probably try and say something at some point, but I don't want to have that conversation with Mort in front of the whole group.
As this continues, y'all begin continuing down the path, down like this road. You kind of refine the road. You refine the road and everything, and y'all continue for a while, another like several hours until about midday. You all stop, have your rations for the day. Everyone mark off a ration, please. Everyone mark off a ration. You kind of enjoy like the hardtack, the MREs, the dried fruits and jerky and everything. As you kind of finish, and you kind of continue a bit down the road, it's about 2:00. 2:00 in the afternoon.
Get this for you.
You come across
To kind of
um
awful ration.
you come across a. Can you all see this?
I
see
do not
that.
believe so.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we can't see this.
So I forgot to do something. Y'all should be able to put tokens on the map now. Yay! Y'all can now put tokens. Please place them towards the bottom.
Okay. So come over to this screen where it says actors.
Uh,
All right, you might need to zoom out a bit. Let me do the. Let me try and see how this works.
I have no freaking clue.
I swear to God, I'm gonna turn off the fucking whatchamacallit. So like,
All right, so come over here to where it says actors. You're gonna need to click that. Now click your thing. Oops, double click that. You can use the mouse here. That might make it a little bit easier.
Real quick.
Yeah, double click the bar at the top of your thing there. Now bring the cursor over to Anzu
Or even a shade small.
up here. Click her and then drag her to the map. And then try and put her down by everyone else.
who's running point right now? Who's like in
Did
front?
that? Did it work?
Did it?
So you put her on there. I think that she still needs to be made visible to everyone. Yep.
I put her on there. Who's in point right now? Who's in a point position right now?
Yeah. Who's taking lead?
Magnus, of course, is gonna be like a third row person. So third in. So
Yeah. Talon will probably be second row, like maybe ahead of Magnus by a bit.
I'll take point.
you'll take point. Okay.
Alright, I'll just kind of go in the back then.
You have a sword.
And
Then
now
I
we
should
have
probably.
Tira. Where do you
Yeah,
want
I
to be?
probably should use the front then. Hang on.
Why is the tank in the back? Anyway.
No. Why is the tank in the back? Because the barbarian's in the back right now.
Oh my god.
I'm saying because she does
Okay.
not trust anyone. She just met all y'all.
Well, dang, you just let us all die? Cool. Okay. As we continue, if everyone can do some perception checks real quick. DC you're trying to hit is a 15. That's what you get for staying in the back.
Perception.
Perception.
I need to zoom in a bit on the map too.
Oh. Yeah! Yeah!
Wait, what happened? I can't see it right now.
Magnus got a
Nat 20.
Okay.
Ah, my boy! Anyway. We 19. Is that everybody who rolled? No.
Wait, no, I'm still getting it. Hang on.
Okay.
All right, rolling
now. Tira right now. Wow.
Natural 20.
You got it at 20.
Okay. Everyone except Tira is going to notice this. Everyone except Tira is going to notice this. Above, in front of you, about a distance away. I don't know how big the distance is. About 40 feet away. 40 feet away. You see, kind of moving very slowly. In a way that could be attributed to what would be called a shamble.
shamble.
5
Yeah.
people but no, these aren't. Well, they were once people, but as you
Oh.
look closer, you see the blackened flesh, the missing sections, that broken leg, the missing hand. And then that distinct smell hits you when you realize these are not brigands, these are not bandits. These are the undead. From
Okay.
there.
Can I try and break and I don't know, this might, if combat was about to start, this is probably like a first round thing. I was gonna try and break left into the into the tree line.
Well, from this position, we are going to enter combat.
Wait. Alright.
But also, everyone who beat the DC of 15 will be getting a surprise round. So that'll be everyone except Tira. Also, surprise rounds. Usually, you have to pick either a move or a standard action. For if you nat 20 during that, you get both. You are able to perform a full action of either a move or a standard action. So that'll be Anzu and Magnus are able to perform a move action as well as a standard action. So if they wanted to, they could move and attack. But in the case of Talon, Mort, Magnus, and Anzu, y'all will be getting surprise round. Tierra, you will be going at normal initiative. If everybody would like to please place their characters into combat mode. That's just simple right-click on your character, then press the sword and shield one. And then everyone roll for shenanigans. Well, I have to roll for 8.
Okay.
That zombie does
Where?
nat 20. Oh, wow. That sucks. Tira, go to the cross swords, and then press your press the dice.
I really got a
It's like the second one, and then the second one where it says combat encounters. Then go press your dice. On the sidebar, the tab. There's 2 cross swords. You found it?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. So we are starting. Okay. Where are we as far as what you call them wise? Who rolled the nat ones? Talon and a zombie rolled nat ones. One did roll a nat 20. I thought so. Okay. You so who's first out of the two of us? Anzu, did you roll initiative?
I did not. I am so sorry. Hang on. I
go to
didn't.
go to summary initiatives on the first page.
I'm so sorry. I got a little distracted. There we go. Are you
Okay.
kidding me?
So Magnus is going first in this surprise round with that nat 20. Well, actually, no, well, yeah. Actually, Magnus is going first in that surprise round. Next, and then it's basically like, wow, it's all of us clumped together, except for Tierra. In that surprise round, Magnus kind of like makes it for kind of goes off a little bit so we can get a good line of sight here. So we can get a good line of sight. He is going to shoot. It's a 13. I believe that hits. Does that hit? I believe so. Yes, actually. That is actually a hit. You
Ow.
see, You see as Magnus fires, this one over here takes a shot off. You see like a piece of rod meat blast off the side. Anzu, it is now your turn.
I believe they are out of melee range.
God damn it! All right.
If you were to switch to your fling, that does cost your move action, but it's a surprise round. You got a nat 20. You're able to move and attack.
All right, then let's do it. Hang on.
So you're gonna just fire from where you're standing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wait, do I need to click on the the enemy? Trying to find where they are. Oh, is this them up here?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're zombies.
This one's a bit closer, so let me go for this one. All right.
That's also the one like in between everybody.
It should be a sling.
Okay. Should we just like click it and see if
Yeah, I am. I already clicked it. I'm about to roll.
That's a hit.
Five damage.
As you kind of swing, there's a quick moment where all of a sudden you see as it also like recoils from that bullet from Magnus. The sling bullet kind of like catches it through the eye socket, and is all of a sudden like the back of its head just pops away, and it drops dead. That was this one, I believe. Okay, so that one is now gone. Now next, Mort. Your turn.
Okay.
You can either get a move action or a standard action. A move action or a standard action.
I'm just counting.
I see you're going too far because I think your armor penalty is kicking in.
Yeah, I forgot. I can only move 20 feet. I was just I have an
You wouldn't move
ability
20 feet,
that's out to 30 feet of range. I was just seeing like how far I'd be able to get.
Nothing's really in range right now for if you're like right now. These are about 40 feet away, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are about 40 feet away from everybody. You could get up close to them. Yeah, you could go look closer and then kind of do it. And Shaken does what? Yada yada yada. Did you do so? Oh, you can only move. I forgot. I'm sorry. Talon's now your turn.
All right. I'll also choose the move. I'll kind of come up into this tree line. 30, 30, there.
Okay. They are. It's a
coming
double-edged
right back.
sword here. Both people are obscured. So you are obscured from them. They are obscured from you.
Yeah.
And now we're going back to the top of real initiative. This first zombie that you kind of see from a while away he's making that shambling move. They have full 30? They have full 30 feet? I think so. One second. Let me make sure they actually have like 30 feet. If they don't, then I don't want to be like, oh yeah, these guys are just really fast. Yeah, they have 30 feet. 30 feet, you see more coming from the side. We see one of these one of those undead pop up. Next, from the back, another one kind of makes his continues to make an advance. And it is now Tira's turn. You kind of saw like in a sudden moment, you saw Magnus suddenly you heard what you know is gunfire, but you do not see a gun from Magnus. And then you saw the more the flamboyantly dressed bard character quickly sling, and from the noise, it seems like dealt some form of damage to one of the creatures. And it's now your turn. You're exactly 40 feet away. So if you want to get into melee, you could get into melee with these things very quickly.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
What, get into melee?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a straight shot, basically.
I just drag it.
Yeah, just drag it up. It tells you how far. Yeah.
Okay, I made it back.
Y'all see within a moment, as after this happens, as these zombies kind of continue moving forward, you see Tira, the cat folk, kind of like suddenly burst behind you in a mad dash, quickly overtaking both Anzu and Mort all of a sudden, and quickly getting into melee with this zombie. You can just make a roll. Make your attack with your axe.
While I was gone, did another zombie just appear out of nowhere?
No.
Might have been a little outside your view, like your view window on the map. If you scrolled it up, scroll it up, you can see more of the
Alright, how do I attack with this?
It is just click on your thing, and then you should be able to click on it, then press the little red battle axe symbol under, like right click.
Okay.
Yeah. Right click, it should be a hat. Yep, there we go. Oh, that's not one. As you quickly kind of get into combat with this thing, you're almost like overtaken by like that sudden like that monstrous look of it. Even though you're accustomed to witnessing very monstrous things, it's almost like it kind of takes you out for a second. And it's now Magnus's turn. Does not move. He's going to target one of the zombies that appeared. Not the one that Tira is in melee with, but the other one. He will take a shot. He's not going to throw it away. That's a 9, and it does have better. It has a bit of AC from range, all because of that tree right there. So he does miss. Anzu, it is now your turn.
Your turn.
This one right here currently has a +2 AC because that tree is covering it, and so does this one. This one also has a +2 to AC because he's in melee with.
Both of these right here.
Those two in the front have +2 to AC, basically.
Oh my lord. Okay.
If you shoot over Mort's shoulder, you could hit this one back here.
Wait, this one?
Yeah, the one very far in the back.
Yeah, I'll go for this one.
Okay. Is that within the range of your what you call them?
The sling? Crap. I'm trying to find
That's
what
about
my
40
range
feet.
is.
That's about 40 feet. How far does the sling go?
Where do I find where the range of my sling is?
It should.
If
When
you
you
open
click
it-
on it, when you hover on it, it should say. It should
Alright.
actually say what you're.
Oh, well, I'm on quick action, so when I hover over it, it just says sling. So hang on.
If you go to your inventory,
It's
Yeah.
in range. It's in range. Yeah.
it's in range. He just checked it. It's
Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure. All right, let's go for it then.
Okay. Okay, that is a 14. That does hit. That actually does hit that one. Applied damage. That is all you
way
can.
back.
Oh, okay. That's something I'll have to make a point of. I'm going to say
What?
yes. I would say you're okay. You would have had to reload the sling. I'm gonna treat that as like that was your move action as well. I'm gonna treat that as your move action as well because that technically is a full round action to reload your swing.
I'm sorry.
That's my fault for not kind of saying that. So next round, technically speaking, you need a feat for that, but I'm just going to say it for that. So I'm not going to
Yeah,
retcon
keep things
anything. Next is Mort.
Okay.
If you get into melee with those
So-
first two, they do not have the +2. That's just for ranged attacks, basically.
Okay. I'm gonna move in, and I'll be attacking this one.
Okay, he's going to have
Hold
a
on,
-2
I'm
now.
trying to ping.
He's going to have a -2 now because he is flanking, but you're also being flanked by the other zombie as well. So give and take there. Give and take.
I can take a little bit of damage.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and swing my mace.
Okay. At the one Tierra also is fighting?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll hit.
Five damage.
Okay. You club it into the back in its back with that heavy mace. It still seems okay, but it definitely has taken some damage. Talon, now your turn.
Okay, let's see if I can make this. 1, 15, 20. Okay.
That'd be
Oh,
25.
25.
Technically. That'd be 25.
Yeah, 25 technically, but it's within my movement. All right, so
You are
this
now
one
flanking
here.
that, so it's gonna have a -2 to its AC.
Yep.
And also it's now flat
Bring out
footed
the
as well.
short sword.
And also
Yeah,
it's now
so I'm gonna
flat-footed,
put.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put the +2 to check. Do I get that -1 from the sun right now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just do the math there and make it a +1. And 1d is it 1d6 or 2d6 at this point for
1d6.
I think it's 1d6.
It's 1d6.
1d6 for sneak attack.
Yeah.
Basically gonna stab him. Yeah, basically just do like the kidney stab. I click single attack.
That'll hit.
I'll hit, and that's 9 damage total.
You like stab it and like almost like try to like almost break the hip so it can no longer move. The biggest thing about undead, you and Mort kind of know about this, is it's destroying the vessel. It's breaking the vessel so it can no longer continue acting is the biggest thing about it. So you can like release that negative energy. So you're really trying to like just even though the flesh is dead and unable to kind of act, it's like you're trying to break apart parts of it so that it can no longer use that body as a vessel for the energy. It is now a zombie's turn. He's going to close that distance with Mort and attack. Actually, both of these guys are. Both these guys are going to attack. Let me just roll it. What are their let me look at their sheets for a second. No, I'll have to look at their sheets. Give me a second. Fucking idiot. Okay. That's a 13 for Mort.
Okay, that doesn't hit.
That doesn't hit. Okay.
My AC is 17.
That is a 9 for Talon. So neither one of those hit. Both of you are now being flanked. Which one am I going for? I'm going to say this. This one's going after Talon as well. That's also another 9 that's not hit.
Yeah, because I'm the one that stabbed it.
Yeah, also, Mort, he's coming after you with this one. You said 17?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to hit. This is going to hit. So let me say that and then... a mouse.
How much for damage?
I'm looking at it. Give me a second. Ooh, this might sting. 9 damage.
Ow. That's half my health.
1d6 plus 4.
Yeah. And that is now Tira, your turn. You just saw this thing kind of swing its body and smash both hands. Smash both hands in the back of Mort.
Alright. More retaliate by attacking it.
Okay. Crit! Crit! Oh my god! Oh my god! That
Hey, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh my god! Okay.
Whoa.
As you see that thing just kind of slam its hands in the morgue, you take a moment of double handing that battle axe and just bringing it down as like into a heavy cleave that kind of like bisects this body and just drops it to the ground. Super dead. Which one is this one? I think this is the first one. No. It's that one. Okay. That one is dead. Now it is Magnus's turn. Magnus is going to move up. How far? 15, 20. Say 25 there. 25 there. He's going to shoot at this one. Crit!
Holy crap!
Crit! Oh my god! Let's just say he shoots this one. Let's say he shoots that other one, the one that's behind Talon currently. Quickly, you see after that, you see Magnus quickly kind of engage in combat, and he says, "Talon, watch your head." And another, like, you hear one of those thunderous blasts go off, and and this thing drops, and you see this thing just suddenly, almost like in a very cartoonish way, the arms, head, and legs remain there while its body is 5 feet behind it.
So you can make a choice. You can either swap weapons, which you can't move if you do that, or you can spend the turn to reload.
And it's Anzu's turn.
Alright. Wait, is it my turn?
Wait.
I'm way over here. I might need to move closer.
Would like to say spells do exist, everybody. Spells do exist.
Oh, you cannot use a spell.
Would I be able to use them from this distance though?
No, you don't have to change weapons to move, but it's wait for it to be your turn.
Oh,
Yeah, you're like
sorry,
25
wasn't
feet
sorry.
away. You can get that. You can cast a spell. I'm pretty sure that one spell you were trying to cast, I think has a range of like 30 feet.
Oh, is it her turn?
Yeah, it is her turn. Yeah, it is Anzu's turn.
I was confused. I was like, wait, what? Okay.
Okay, so go to your character sheet.
Yeah, hang on.
Lower spells.
What were those again there?
Spells.
So,
Mort, it is your turn after this. I'd like to say that.
Yeah. You have Court of Shards.
could I do that distance?
Let's see what it does before you do it, because I don't know if it's an AoE. Let's see.
I have not used this website.
Yeah,
If you have some healing spells, I would appreciate it. I'm at half health.
Sorry. In the background.
Okay, so there, we can see it here. Ooh, that's a cone-shaped burst. And you
Not.
hiding words is you can target anything within 30 feet.
Am I within 30 feet of? I'm not really sure the distance.
Yeah, you're within 30 feet of one of them.
All right, which one? Wait, let me do this so I can click on it. Where? Which one?
This one up
This
here.
one right here.
Yep.
Okay. All right, which one is it? This one. All right, let's do it.
You could do that, or you could heal.
I'll just let me attack this thing.
What? Okay.
Wait, what happened?
So
I'm trying to read
confused for a
this.
second. Okay, so
Wait,
they
it
have to
says
make
it says spell failure. Oh God, what happened?
Isn't that one?
Oh no, it's just that
It failed. Okay.
All right,
So it
did it hit
deals-
or?
That hit. What is So what damage would it be doing? It would deal
Let's see.
amount of damage equal to 1d6 plus your strength or charisma modifier, whichever one is higher. The damage is dealt as bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, and can be reduced by damage reduction. So yeah.
So it's 1d6.
Sorry, 1d6
Do it by
plus.
itself?
What is your what is higher?
Okay,
One. So go over here to
Is your
your
charisma
attributes.
or your charisma
Your
or your strength higher?
all right, so
Type /R 1d4 /R 1d6. Wait, /R space 1d6.
1d6.
Yep. Plus, and then put 4.
Okay. So this thing's dealing a minimum of 5, correct?
6.
talk about them biting words.
You basically just insulted it so hard. You roasted it so hard that it actually injured it.
As you do
No,
that,
killed it.
as you do that, you finish. As you speak these words of power, you suddenly almost like performing a shout in Skyrim. There's a moment of like there's actual force behind the words, and you break apart this undead's form. Mort, now your turn.
Okay. Hey, I'm not gonna do anything fancy. I'm just gonna smack the zombie at me.
That is a 20.
30-20 for 10 damage.
That's 10 damage?
Yep.
That's a lot of damage. As you strike this remaining zombie, your understanding, you know where to strike this creature. The head. And you cave its skull in. As you perform that, Tierra covered in viscera, Magnus smoking gun, literal smoking gun, words of power, and you now you covering yourself in very familiar ichor. That is going to be the end of combat here. As this continue, as y'all kind of look out, these were undead. As y'all know them, like everyone kind of like knows what they are for obvious purposes. These are undead you've just killed or just re-killed. I will say from the direction that they were moving, they had come from this direction. They came from that left path. And if they
Is that toward the Hamlet?
From what you can tell, I mean, I would say this: you don't know. This is kind of like newer information. Like this is you can kind of you look through like some of the notes you have on Hamlet and or on from the job board. From what you can tell, possibly there's a distinct possibility that this could be the same general direction as Hamlet.
Job warned of bandits, didn't say anything about zombies.
Yes, this could be a new threat. Bandits turned to zombies. Who knows?
Is that you, or did Magnus say
That's
something
Magnus
like that?
Magnus said that.
All right. Well,
That was Magnus saying that. That was not me trying to retcon what I wrote earlier. No, that was Magnus saying that.
Okay. What do you guys think? Do you think that path? I know Mort kind of mentioned something like that, but I think that path might be going right into the village.
Magnus kind of like silently kind of like just nods his head. It's like, no matter what y'all do, I shall follow.
Tira's gonna look at y'all and say, "So what is this job that y'all have taken upon?"
A simple bandit scouring. We shall remove the bandits that are attacking a town and be paid for it.
Or pest control, really.
Bandit hunting, pest control, all the same thing.
If you would like to join us, Tira, we would welcome the companionship.
Do you like the way y'all fight?
Yes, your work against these undead was preferable.
All right. Well, we're at a fork in the road. We can go left or right. Something tells me whichever path we pick, we're gonna be cutting some throats and stabbing some kidneys.
I prefer a bullet between the eyes. Magnet kind of gestures and says, I believe we should see if there are more threats coming this way. Even if they do not pose a threat to Hamlet now, they could pose a threat soon.
Right, and this priest we should be talking to would probably be happy to hear that in addition to whatever the job is, we took out some zombies on the way.
I believe I believe clerics are fond of removing undead from the realms. Am I right? Am I right, holy man? And he gestures to Mort.
I'm sorry.
Given
Can you
what
repeat
I-
that?
Given what I heard, I'm definitely kind of paying attention to Mort's answer here.
He said, "Repeat
Could
that."
you repeat that, please? I was busy doing something else.
He says, "Yes. If I know anything about the clergy, they are always happy to be rid of undead in the world. Am I right, Mort?"
Unneeded undead.
What? Wait, what you said?
Unneeded undead.
Unneeded. Interesting phrasing, sir. But I do believe
Interesting wording.
But I believe we should continue, though.
Yes.
All right, they were coming from the left, so I guess that's the direction we'll go.
Um, as y'all continue, um, midday afternoon kind of bleeds into afternoon bleeds into evening. As afternoon bleeds, becomes evening. Y'all come across what looks like a wall, a stone wall. A stone wall. Um, you come across a stone wall. This stone wall, in truth, it holds behind it a yada yada yada. Holds behind it. Well, you see small stone buildings. Can y'all see this? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see it.
a
You need
small-
us at the bottom?
Yeah, coming from the left. Coming from the left.
Sarah,
Wait, what?
you need to drag your token onto the map.
Oh.
There's two here's. As you
We're kind of over here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My ADHD is going absolutely crazy tonight. Oh. Okay.
The little head.
Yay.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, I was about to do it myself, I guess. Okay.
As y'all
Alright.
as y'all kind of continue down this path, kind of hitting the I'll say like this: who's on point? Who's on first?
Not me
I'll take
anymore.
point. Tira will take point.
Chiro take point. Okay.
I'll kind of stay right behind.
Can you stop?
I will
I'm trying
say, I kind of want us to go at like a slower pace so that in case we see any zombies inside the graveyard, I can have a quick moment before combat starts to pop my healing potion.
If you would like to do that now, you can.
That, or you can always just ask Anzu to cast a healing spell on you.
Or you yourself can heal, honestly. You have that too.
Mm.
Right. The casters have spells is a wondrous thing to think about. The casters have spells. That's rich coming from me since I have not used a grit point yet, and I need to. Like, that is the whole thing about being a gunslinger is using grit, and Magnus has not used the grit point yet because I keep forgetting about it.
You know what? I'll just use the healing potion.
Can you how do you deselect? How do you deselect?
I think just like click click off of the group.
I did that. Someone moved their character. Someone else moved their character. Okay, there we go. See? Okay, that worked. I just clicked on a different one.
How much does the healing potion heal for?
It is the same as cure light wounds.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that.
1d8. It's the same thing as cause or inflict. It's 1d8, I think. Whatever your cure light wounds is, just use that, and we'll count that as.
Isn't it like 1d8? Isn't it like 1d8 plus 1 or something like that?
Plus your You heal 2. You heal 2.
That was just a straight 1d8. You want me to add 1 to that?
Oh, it's 1d8, so you heal 2. You heal 2. As this continue, as y'all continue, so who is it? Tira's taking point in this. Magnus is middle of the road as well. Where is Anzu and Mort at?
I'll stay in the middle of the lineup.
Before Tira kind of takes point, Magnus kind of stops her and kind of says, Tira, it would benefit you if you were to have one of these as well. And he hands the extra health potion to her. Because there were 4, and then 1 of inflict light wounds for
bullets.
Yeah, I should probably
swap weapons and get in the middle of the lineup, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. And Mort kind of like behind.
Well, oh shoot, there's 2 of me. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'll fix it.
I'm just here.
As the group kind of continues, y'all kind of like make it into this. As y'all kind of move inward.
This kind of zigzag pattern.
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
All right.
The DC to hit is 15 as well. It's 15 again.
Perception.
Wait, what?
Perception.
Perception. Let's go perception. Perception.
Wow.
I don't think anyone did anyone pass this? No.
Scrolls. Thank you.
Tira. Last hope. Tira passed it.
Anzu.
No, Anzu passed it. Anzu passed it. Okay. Anzu.
Am I the only one who passed it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anzu, as you continue inward, you're the first one. You're the first one to hear it, and you're the first one to hear it, and because of that, there's a moment. You're the first one to hear it. It sounds like dogs barking, but It sounds like a mixture of a person screaming and dogs barking. This creature appears. On four legs, distended forearms, almost like in a humanoid appearance. Spine pushed out the back. Spine pushed out the back. Maw facing forward like almost like a mandrill. It's like it is haunting to look at, and you're the only one who picks up on this thing coming in. As you do, you're also the only one to see from the other side. A second one appear, flanking the group. You're the only one who was able to ready themselves as these things are coming into fight. Quickly closing that distance. And everyone, please enter combat mode. Are you in combat mode? Oh, both of them are. Okay. Both of them are in combat mode now.
Oh wait, we need to roll this shit in.
These things are going to get surprise rounds. A surprise round themselves. Anzu, you are also acting. This is going to be a normal surprise round, so either it's a normal action or a move action. These things are going to they're going to move in, or they're going to spend their surprise rounds moving in.
Well, hey, they move in. If one of them is within melee range of you, can just stab it.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's if.
But I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be my turn anytime soon. I rolled a natural freaking 1.
This one moves into you. This one moves into Tira.
None of them are in melee with you, so you might have to use a spell on them.
As those things move in,
virtual dice right now.
Anzu, it is now Anzu. You get your surprise round. Either make a move action or a standard action.
Your spells, because you already said you have your sword out. If you move up, then you wouldn't get to.
Yeah. Let's see.
You could get into a position to flank either one of them to give Talon or.
You could also. You could either attack one. You could either attack one, or if you get to the other side of the one that's attacking me, we would be flanking it, which would give me that extra D6. That's up to you, though.
We could do that. Hold on, I'm trying to move the map because it's like I'm only seeing a little bit of it. Okay, there we go.
You right click the map and drag.
Oh, alright, let me okay, let me.
You need to zoom in to see it better. You also can do that.
I know. I'm zooming in. Alright, where are you at? Over here?
I'm second in line.
Alright, I can move up one then.
Wait, no, you can move fully to like this spot.
Over here. Okay. There we go.
You're now
right.
You're now facing this.
Yeah, we're flanking it.
Alright, so couldn't I use my
No, you can't attack right now.
Oh, okay. Moving was the option. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still new to this.
Wait, what?
What skeletons?
Oh, y'all can see those?
Yeah. They're all getting crazy on me.
As Anzu kind of gets in position and face off this creature, which one is this? Oh, nope, I'm doing the wrong one. It is this one's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one moves over here. Talon, is now your turn. You are in combat with whatever this creature is. A strange combination of dog and undead abomination, almost like a human body that has been placed on a stretcher, pulled out, and forced to run on all fours. What are you doing? Anzu is now. You and Anzu are now flanking this creature.
Yep. It's being flanked, so I am going to do what I do best and go for the cheap shot. Are we in daylight or no?
I'm gonna say evening. So I'm gonna say no. You are not. This is not This is not pure daylight. So I'm gonna say you are not gonna be.
All right, so I get the full +2 then, and 1d6.
Okay. Okay. Actually, hold up. Wow. Okay. As you kind of come in against this creature, you stab into it. A section of its flesh pops and almost shoots out, almost like a vile green pustule pops on you and kind of covers you. Can you give me a fortitude save?
Okay, let me just check how something on my racial features works. Okay, would this count as a disease effect?
Yes.
All right, then I get a +2 bonus.
Okay. It's low C. I mean low one. Okay. You are able to kind of like fight back against this almost like necrotic substance. But as you do, you twist the knife and kind of pull out, kind of cutting away at it. It kind of lets out like this horrid yelp as it drops to the ground almost quickly as you kill it.
Oh wow, these things have low health.
Yeah, you don't want to be stuck in the middle of them though. Next, as y'all look on, the clattering of bones come through, and you see from the northern path a skeleton devoid of flesh moving forward. It is now flanking Tira with this other creature, with that other ghoulish monster. It is going to make a swing at Tira. Alright. What is your AC? Tira, what's your AC?
My AC is 15.
15. You have a -2, that's 13. That's 13. It is going to hit you. One of these bony claws quickly rakes across your back. You are going to take. This is. I can't tell what that is. Is that a? I can't tell what that is. Okay. Yeah. For 3 damage. 3 damage. Whose turn is it now? Okay.
Should be Magnus's turn.
No, it's not.
Oh, my bad.
Tira, it is now your turn. You are now being flanked by two creatures. One a skeleton undead. The other one is this bestial creature.
Okay.
What are you doing? Like you have that one towards the north, which is skeleton. The other one is a. Y'all see on the what it's called. I just don't want to say the name.
Yeah. I'm gonna swing at the creature.
Okay. You can quick bar it. All you gotta do is right click your character and then yeah.
I'm just confused because when I click on it, it gives me an option for single attack or full attack.
Yeah, just play a single attack. Yeah.
Okay.
I think full attack matters whenever you actually have like multiple attacks.
Okay.
That is 12. That barely misses this creature. It kind of like snaps back like you're fighting like a rabid dog. And it kind of like your attack doesn't find purchase. Next, it is Magnus' turn. Magnus, quick on the draw, quickly fires at that other creature. Another crit! Oh my god!
I don't think that's actually a crit. I think you just hit it normally.
Yeah, I think I hit it normally. Okay, I hit it normally. I don't crit it. Damn, so close. Yeah, that was really close actually. There's a quick moment where that thunderous blast comes out, but the creature is like startled by it and it doesn't find as good purchase, but it still like definitely like cuts away. I mean, like almost cuts away a section of it. It is now. He uses his move action to reload. And it is now Mort's turn.
Okay, I think I'm gonna hang back and try to do this. Let me.
Yes, because Magnus did take the feat of rapid reload, where all I have to do is use a move action to reload a one-handed gun. What did you just fucking do? What did Joe Ash just fucking do?
Man undead.
Okay. I'm going to murder you. Just going to kill you. Undead receiver will save to negate the effect. The DC will save equals to charisma modifier. Failing. So, question. Intelligent undead saving throw. You gain control of any number of undead as long as it dies doesn't exceed your cleric level. If you use the channel energy of this way, it has no other effect. Okay. You saved yourself this time, mister. Cause I swear to God, if yo ass just damaged everybody except Tyler, except what you call them, except Talon. What do I have to? What do I have to do? I have to do a will save, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't exceed your hit die. What is your hit die limit?
I think that one might actually have to do the will save too.
So that's actually a funny thing about Dompiers.
That's a good question. Do you?
Let me find. Let me pull it up.
That's a good question.
Wait. Oh my god. I thought it didn't show. It showed like 3 times.
Dampier
Okay.
takes penalties from energy drain. Takes no damage from penalties. From
So
energy drain,
the
takes no
specific
ability.
wording. The specific wording. Where is it? All right. Negative energy affinity. Though a living creature, a Dompier reacts to positive and negative energy as if it were undead. So that's like specifically regarding healing.
Okay, I'm gonna argue this. The fact that it does not specify. I mean, it specifies his ability in question specifies what is it? Specifies that it has no other effect. It has no other effect besides it has no other effect besides the control ability. I'm not going to rule it that way. So if this one can make one, passes. And this one can make one, passes.
Come on.
Both of them, you see that moment of Mort flinging out his hands and almost like forcing negative energy into these creatures. They wrestle with themselves for a moment before they kind of break free and kind of like the beast one kind of like roars in defiance. The other one is almost like stops for a moment before continuing the assault. It is now that creature's turn, and it will make a in anger. It's going to make a mad dash for Mort. You are going to get an attack of opportunity, Tira.
All right. I just roll that like normal.
Yeah. As this creature kind of makes a mad dash, trying to attack Mort, you quickly smash into its like those high spines on its back, kind of dropping it to the ground, kind of like just cracking that earth under it, like dropping it, before it can get there. With that. Kind of like, and you feel like all the back of it kind of like just crack under you, leaving it like motionless. Anzu, it is now your turn.
Oh god damn, that saved me.
Anzu, now your turn. Mort, can you take off the what you call them?
I wish I could figure out how to do that.
So it's just this one
Oh,
left.
hold on. I think I have an idea.
See what we got here. Let's see, what can I do from a distance?
You have your sword out. You could attack it.
The one next to us is gone though.
No, you can move. You can move and attack both now.
No,
Oh,
with like measurement tools, you just hit the
I did
lead. There you go.
I did it. You're good.
Clicked on it, so let me just. Yep. Ah.
Okay, that as you strike it, there's a moment where as you strike it, there's a moment where the rapier finds almost no purchase. You hit it, but there's no there's no damage to it, as the rapier's like blade is too thin. It doesn't make any purchase on the bones. It is now,
Are these things immune to piercing?
Piercing damage?
No, they have damage reduction,
Mm.
and you only rolled 3
Oh,
damage.
it's not. Oh, it's not a simple resistance.
Oof. Fuck.
So it's not that damage gets cut in half. It's that it's reduced by a certain amount.
Yeah, and she only rolled a 3, so Talon, now your turn.
Oh, is it my turn now?
Yeah.
All right. 1. All right, so this would be 25 feet. I'll circle kind of around Kira, so that'd actually be like 25, but
Okay.
just to get into a flanking spot,
Tira, not Kira.
and then I'll make
You say
a
Yagami.
I'll make an attack. I'll make an attack while flanking.
Okay.
Hopefully, this extra damage can get past the reduction.
You would need to.
Oh, it's a
I would say
crit.
it does. I would say it does.
Yeah.
That was a 19. That was a 19. This will get past the reduction. You almost jam your blade into it, and you almost like, even though like that piercing doesn't find any it's almost like reduced. It's a moment where you pierce it so like with such force, you feel like the back of it almost shatter as you almost like punch through it. These creatures around, they are dead, but we're not out of combat. Whose turn is it? Okay, to the
Round
north.
2. Fight.
To the north, you see another one appear. Tiara, it's now your turn.
You should be able to reach it.
Yeah.
Is this one not in fucking combat mode? Oh no, Ron. Okay.
Yeah.
Did
Think
I
that,
skip you? I think I did.
Did you what?
No.
I remember
Tiara,
earlier
you're good.
seeing you
No,
rolling
Tiara, you're
initiative
fine.
for a few skeletons.
I think I might skip one of the skeletons. Okay, you run up and you're kind of like in that you kind of get into melee with this new skeleton. You make an attack. What's popping? Anyway.
Ooh, god damn.
You kind of like swing into this thing, and it kind of like the narrower visage of it is kind of harder to hit. You end up going wide. Magnus kind of moves in, moves in with the rest. Moves in. I think that's 25, 30. You want to do 30 right there, so he has a better eye on it, and he's going to take a shot. That's a 12? Does that actually hit? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
More bullet stuff.
What's with all the weird targeting thing? Anyway, so Magnus fires. It goes wide. It goes wide on him. Next, it is now Mort's turn again.
Okay. I'm just gonna move up, and besides casting spells and attacking, what other actions do I have?
That's a hard question, actually. Like, what else could you do? What else? What do you think Mort would do in this situation? You are currently like locked in a battle against hostile undead. What do you think Mort would be trying to do here?
I personally would just try and fend them off.
Okay. So your best thought, um, you would also you don't know how many of these things are left. How many? You don't know how many are in this area. I'll say this: give me a perception check. $15. I'm gonna say this. You see, almost like you weren't. Why are you being weird? You see you see another one that was that we had that had been passed up. With that 15, sure. You see two more. There are two more skeletons. I'll say this is the you from what you can tell from that check, you don't see any more. These might be the last three you're dealing with.
I sort of use a brief free action to basically say, "Hey, I think I see two more at what o'clock would that be? 10 o'clock."
This would be 10. I'll say 10 o'clock. Yeah, be 10 o'clock. West is whichever way you stand it, or north whichever way you stand it. So west always changes. Anyway, is that all you're doing? I'll say that can count as your action.
That's pretty much all I can
Okay.
do. I can't move anymore.
So now it is now. It is now this Skelly's turn. He sees Magnus, so he's going to make a dash here to here and trying to get in combat with him. Anzu, is now your turn.
Alright, so you just saw this other skeleton coming in, charging towards Magnus. It's up to you. You could try to intercept it into melee, or you could go help Tira.
Well, my rapier isn't working, so I'm trying to think of something else.
You just have to hit it hard enough to get past the damage resistance.
I know, but that all
Either
depends
that
on
or
luck.
use a different type of damage.
What type of damage is your sling?
I think it's
Bludgeoning.
blunt damage.
The sling is bludgeoning.
If your sling is bludgeoning, that could work, but
I'm
remember,
trying to look at it.
it would take your move action to pull it out, and it takes.
Info about it because I'm on it right now.
Oh no, they already let you know it's bludgeoning,
Oh, okay.
but it takes a full action to reload. It's the downside of that one.
I would say you have reloaded in the meantime. You have reloaded.
Yeah, so you could use that. You should have a couple spell slots left as well.
I'll try the sling. Trying to see which one to go for.
There's one that's in melee with Tira, but you would have to basically try to shoot past her.
Could I maybe move a little closer?
The other option is hitting the one that
There's
is.
one that's just right there.
There's one that's charging Magnus right now. It's like directly diagonal to you, right here.
This one right here. Yeah, I was thinking of this one. All right, let me do that. Hang on.
That will hit.
That hits.
Whichever one this is. Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. Not you. You.
Question: do these things have a weakness to bludgeoning damage?
Yes. Well, okay, the damage reduction is bypassed by bludgeoning. So which one were you? Okay. You should be...
Oh, I think you just killed it. One shot it.
Yeah, it only had, like, yeah. You should still be it.
These are just skeletons. I mean, not really the hardest things in the world.
You say that, like, we always say, oh, this is the hardest thing in the world. Insert every goblin who's TPK'd a party.
That's true.
We are level 2.
I know a big
There's
group
a
of like
Russian-
small enemies could easily overwhelm a party hour level, but still.
Talon
just
and Lord,
saying.
you see that back skeleton move forward. Talon is now your turn.
All right. I kind of signaled to Mort saying that we should try to flank it. I'll go in first. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can just barely get into melee with this thing. All right. So I won't have my...
That does
And
not
that
hit.
ain't gonna do shit.
That does not
Yeah, and I missed.
That skeleton, he is going to bite back or hit back. That is not going to hit. He kind of like swings at you, and kind of like you just end up avoiding it. Tira, now your turn.
Right.
That will hit. That's gonna be slashing him, so that's going to be reduced. That is going to be reduced though. How much HP does this thing have? He's going to take. You see it like you see like you slash into it, but it's like it's sawing at bone. It's very much sawing at bone.
Literally sawing at bone.
Yeah. Magnus uses move action, reloads. He's going to say, who does he want to shoot at? Both of you were kind of in the way of his shot right now, so it's like, who am I shooting at? I'm gonna say he's gonna take the shot for this is gonna take a shot at this one up here. Magnus, bang! You see like that rib cage burst open as a bullet like breaks through it, like bludgeons its way through it. And that one is dead. As this kind of continues, it is now Mort's turn.
Okay. I'll try and move forward
You get right
again.
Oh yeah, I forgot you only have 20.
Yeah. Even if I had 30, I don't think I'd be able to hit it. At least not head
You get into
on.
melee with it. I don't think you'd be able to flank with it.
And fuck it. I'll try control undead again.
Okay. I believe you can do that a number of times. 3 plus your wisdom modifier, I believe.
Oh, it's just showing in a 3 times total.
Okay. 3 times. Okay. So we'll drop it in chat again. It passes.
Oh, god damn it.
As you perform that action again, as you send out that negative energy, there's a moment where a kind of a kind of a darker energy, a darker a more like persistent negative energy is able to kind of like is present within it. And you see it almost like it seems like that energy is almost tracing its way to the back of the back of the graveyard. Yeah, it's fine. It seems like that dark energy is tracing its way back to the back of the tracing its way to the back of the graveyard. And it is now Anzu's turn. I'm fucking around on. Give me a second.
Fighting it.
Yeah.
You would probably you would have to use your full round to reload, or you could move. Oh, not that one.
No.
Over here.
You really couldn't get to that one. She would have to like really like.
Yeah, you could get if you move over there. You could probably move over there and try a spell.
Yeah, I'll try.
That's literally as far as you can go right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you move
Wait, right
if you
here,
move
I go back one.
back one, or if you go up to here, that would work. That's 30 right there. That gives you a bit of a.
The numbers are small. It's hard for me to see it.
Check your spells. See what you have.
Let's see. I keep forgetting that I have to double click this damn thing. Okay. Let's see. We have
The mage hand won't really help. Court of Shards wouldn't really help.
maybe the biting words again.
If you you could target the skeleton.
Yeah, I think I already clicked on it. Be sure. Alright.
Well, let's see. I mean, let me read it, but make sure you don't waste the spell slot. Suffuse magic, saving upon a word. As standard action, you can target one opponent within 30 feet. By speaking to it, dealing an amount of damage equal to 1d6 plus your strength. Modifier.
Yeah, it would work.
Yeah, I don't
Okay. I want to make sure it wasn't something that like required the opponent be intelligent.
Yeah, the damage is bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, so it would count toward what you call them.
Alright.
It fails. That'd be 1d6 plus your charisma. So was it 1d6 plus 3 last time?
I thought it was 4.
4? Was it
Her
4? I don't
charisma's
know.
18.
I'm not looking at y'all character sheets.
D6 plus 4.
Did you type it?
I am.
Wait, let's see.
6. So as you kind of belt out like a quick tune. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're right here. Okay. As you belt out a quick tune, you suddenly see that you suddenly see it as it like breaks away. What -2, sir? Okay. As you see it break, you see like this undead break away as that negative energy is like forced away from it. With that, we will end combat. But Mort, you did see in the back air in that negative energy that darker negative energy kind of pulling its way towards the back of the graveyard. you see, of course, like, did I not kill you? There was one of them that was still left. Y'all are surrounded by like the broken bones, as well as like those weird dog-like ones. But you see like Magnus polish himself off, like kind of dust himself off. He does look over at Tira to make sure she's okay after she was attacked earlier.
I kind of asked more. What was that magic you were using?
Just the way to deal with unnecessary pests.
Roll me a deception check.
Okay, God. Alright. Skills, deception.
Talon, you want to give me a sense motive?
He doesn't exactly have to roll high, I don't think.
What? Let's see what your deception check is. Don't nat one. One. Huh?
I can't see exactly. Oh, bluff check. That's what it
Bluff.
fucking is.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I use 5e terms. Y'all know this.
I ain't surprising anyone.
Oh my god.
Don't nat
I
one.
I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, Talon's definitely gonna say like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe I shouldn't have gone.
You see Tira
So-
and Magnus kind of like join the group at this point after they've kind of like dusted themselves off and kind of come into
Back in the
this.
cave. Back in the cave, I also detected something on you. What were? I'm definitely not. I'm not trying to be suspicious or pry too much, but I will say something tells me your study of the
Small out of game question. Would Talon know he studies like that? He studies undead?
I mean, clerics, like just the understanding that clerics tend to study the undead to fight them.
I'm gonna say this, give me a knowledge religion check. Just to kind of like confirm your suspicions.
Okay, so maybe he doesn't necessarily know much about the clergy.
Your interactions with the clergy has kind of like been skewed in recent months for obvious reasons. So you don't know necessarily what normal clergy would necessarily be doing right now. So
yeah, I'm just trying to think about how to word that.
Mort is definitely lying, but this could also be a practice of hunters knowing their prey. But you don't know if that's like you don't know if necessarily you can't off the top of your head say, oh, this is a common thing for all
Okay.
clerics doing.
Okay, then a slight retcon, just like, okay. I definitely felt some sense of undead on you before.
At this point, Magnus kind of steps in and says, well, if there are improprieties here, I do suggest we either see that whatever cause I do not believe that Mort was the cause of this. If there are improprieties,
I don't believe. I don't believe he was the cause of it. I was just curious about a sense I had on him back in the cave, and he definitely had some magic that you had the same energy as the undead. But I don't believe he was he was definitely not the cause of this. It was just my own curiosities. As of now, I can tell he is definitely fighting alongside us.
I do wish to be sure that we are through with this with this interaction. He's not talking about this. He's talking about the undead, not the undead. He's talking about the graveyard y'all are in. He says, "I would like to be through
Right.
with this. Let's be sure that we are through with this before we continue on."
Right. I just had my own curiosities. But you're right. We should make sure this graveyard is clear.
Mort, if Talon is correct and this is a part of your studies, I do believe you should be taking point in clearing the rest of this graveyard out. I believe there was a
Okay, sure.
not to throw you to the sharks metaphorically. There's a level of sarcasm in what Magnus says, and in that what the last part of what Magnus says, but it's like
Talon will kind of also say, I'll stay close by, but as of right now, I believe Mort's mace is the most effective thing against bones.
show me. Magnus kind of looks and says, show me a bone that can survive a 45 caliber." Mort kind of like, you see Mort kind of like look at the graves for a second, like look at these different graves. Most of these graves have been. Some of the graves have, you see like some of these graves have been disturbed, and you kind of make assumptions that these are the, you just recently dealt with the occupants.
Yeah.
You see there are several paths. You see one to the back, you see it snaking away. All the paths seem to lead towards the same relative location. But following
Just to check, I'm also gonna make sure, like, check this gate and just see if the
Yeah, check the gate to see if it's locked or not.
I can't go through that house.
obviously because it's a house right there.
All right, so I gotta check here to make sure, like, if the gate's been disturbed or not.
This area doesn't necessarily have like. There wasn't like an attempt to kind of keep someone out, keep like someone out or in. This was very much seems like
Doesn't look like the lock's been.
Yeah,
The lock doesn't look like it's been forced.
Yeah, this is a very open area. Like you saw, like when you entered, there wasn't a heavy gate kind of like keeping someone out. This is a run of the mill.
I was referring to this little gate right here. I just wanted to make sure that hadn't been like disturbed or anything.
Yeah, you can move through it. Yeah, that's a step, if anything.
Oh, that's a step. Okay.
Yeah, this is a step forward, just like a step forward. Y'all do come as y'all kind of like begin upward. Yada yada yada. I know I'm fucking us up right now. I say Magnus disappeared. As y'all kind of continue upwards, y'all do all come across a you come across a mausoleum.
Oh, Magnus is right here.
I think where'd Mort disappear to? Where'd Mort disappear to? Hold up.
You put Anzu on top of me.
as y'all kind of continue, you do see this one, as you didn't see much disturbance besides like what you just dealt with. With this one, there's definitely been a disturbance. As y'all kind of look at this mausoleum here, Magnus does step forward. He kind of looks at it and says, "Mort, I would like I may need your expertise here." He kind of like beckons for Mort to kind of step forward.
Is the door locked?
You see as it breaks. I mean, you see as you kind of look at this door, you see that the door wasn't necessarily a door, but a heavy slab, and it appears to have like been two stone slabs pressed together. You see both. I mean, and like it's almost been like the bottom half of it is now like on the ground, and the top half is still kind of like propped against the door. Magnus looks at Mort for a second.
While Mort's investigating, I'll just kind of lean against the wall right here, keeping watch.
Magnus kind of gestures and says, I believe me and you would be best suited to deal with this. I could be your protection while you look into this." And Magnus kind of like,
Sure.
Magnus kind of clears the way, kind of like, you see him in like that, his hand is in like that ready position. Y'all kind of like have come to realize that's what it means when he's about to fire that almost like invisible gun that he has. You kind of duck under this slab.
Talon will be like, do you want us to stay here and watch the pass and entrance?
Magnus kind of says,
or do you want us to follow? Or do you want us to follow behind?
I believe you would be better tasked. If there's an issue, I believe all of us being in such a close environment could be detrimental. Mort, as you enter this mausoleum, you look at the slab that seems to have fallen back. It is shattered. That top half is shattered. That second half, you see half of a spiral. Not the same one associated with Rovagug, the maddening spiral of Rovagug, but the burning astral blue associated with someone with a deity that kind of turns your stomach for a moment. This symbol is the symbol of Pharasma. In the back of your mind, there's a moment where you mutter a curse, but you also look at Magnus for a moment and realize that you're not alone. As you continue, you cast the light spell. You're now able to see. This is a mausoleum, as you kind of assumed. But in the back, you see hovering over an open coffin is a priest. Translucent, eyes closed, muttering something. That same astral blue spiral on his chest. He seems almost like be meditating. This, for lack of better word, spirit hovering. Roll me knowledge religion. Pharasma is the god of death. You know this. She's the god of death. She is the antithesis to your work. She her objective is to see that mortal lives come to a understood end. Your fate has her teachings is your fate is sealed. She has already determined your beginning and your end, and eventually you shall return to her to face your judgment. But you and people like you have rejected that teaching. How does she determine your path in life? How does she determine when you should leave this mortal coil? It's arrogant. As you enter, and now you look upon a almost an oxymoron, an undead follower of Pharasma. As you kind of approach, his eyes open, shining white orbs, and he looks upon you, and he looks at you for a moment. And he looks at both of you and says, "Who are you?"
I could ask you the same question.
I am Father Spectre. I was the priest of a nearby town. I gave my life protecting my town from people like you. Magnus kind of sees that dark energy, kind of like emanating that aura around you. Almost as they both kind of clash, that kind of a darker red or greenish energy clashing with that spectral blue. Magnus kind of like questions. He kind of lowers his hand. He knows that he kind of won't be a use here, but you feel a twitch in your own finger, almost like in your own moment a duel between faiths. What brings you here?
Mainly curiosity. We ran across some code and wanted to see what was causing them.
Ah, yes. I believe that is the source of this. As you kind of near him, you look, and there is a black aura around. You see his body. Well decayed. He's been gone. He's been dead for some time. But laying on top of it, under his symbol, almost like a protective barrier between his body and the symbol, holding back that energy, is a small book, leather-bound book. Very small, very like a personal journal. As you approach, you see energy. Energy is present. That very similar energy. Not the same as yours, but it is still there. That belonged to a lost soul. I gave my life stopping him from performing an act that would have damned him. I do not believe I saved his mortal soul, but I do believe I saved the people he was planning on hurting.
Hmm.
You can roll Knowledge Arcana, I believe.
Okay.
You can add. What am I adding to this? You can add. You're good. You can just roll. 10. You don't know the energy. Yes, the energy giving off from this is the same energy. Is the same energy that caused those undead. But you doubt that this had enough energy to do that. This is a loaded gun. This was a loaded gun that sat on a table. If that's all it was. This was not, no one picked it up and fired it. So there must have, this is the smoking gun. This is the smoking gun. Who fired that gun? Is the question.
I ask if I can take the time to flip through the journal.
As you reach for it, there's a sudden moment where the specter you almost feel as if you take this, you would be hurting him. You would hurt him specifically. Do you
I
still
need to take it with me. I just mean to flip through the pages, so I'd be leaving it back after I was done with it.
If you take this and look through it, it will hurt him. You know this. That is something you know for sure. If you take it, if you touch it and read through it, you would be hurting him.
I think I'm gonna take it.
You take this. He doesn't stop you, even though it's your understanding he could. A being like this has the power to hurt you. You take it. Magnus kind of like watches you do this and says, I would suggest you hide that. I would suggest you hide that. I would not like Talon to become irate with you again.
With that, I try and hide it inside of my travel bag.
As you kind of take it out and kind of have like your own secret compartment you have in your travel bag, you stuff it in, kind of cover it up. And it's like you do see as you kind of like look back to the specter, the holy man. There's a moment where his appearance, he looked normal. He looked as if he was a spectral version of himself before he died. Now you look at him now, and he is now in a form that was most likely how he looked when he died. His final appearance, you see black drained energy, black draining veins covering his body, a knife wound pooling his holy man garb, blackened eyes, crying bloody tears. And there's a moment where he has a moment of disappointment. He has a moment of disappointment that almost means nothing to you because it's a stranger. And then there's a moment of pride you have of almost sticking it to a Pharasma follower. As you kind of finish,
May I say something?
okay.
I'm not really speaking with him. I'm mainly saying, leave this mortal realm. You do not belong here anymore.
There's a moment where the irony of you saying that kind of almost pains the room in that energy. You see as you kind of take away the journal, there's a moment almost like where you see almost like spectral claws tear away at him as a concept, and he disappears, and the dust settles in the room. Magnus then gestures for you to take lead as y'all both kind of leave. You see Magnus and Mort leave, and Magnus and Mort leave. Magnus says, Magnus kind of looks at it and says, it was the grave of a holy man. I guess he wasn't that good in life, is my assumption, and he caused all this. I do believe it is getting late. You see, as it's kind of evening's coming, it is getting late. I do wish to reach a tavern before it's too dark. Mead and bloody steaks, am I right, Talon? And he kind of like continues following past Mort.
As they come out, I'm like, huh. Almost like just a joking thing, like an unknowingly ironic joke. Huh, you two look like you've seen a ghost.
Magnus kind of laughs. As y'all continue, y'all kind of push.
Just because Tira hasn't had like the moment of seeing it, yeah, I'll just say like as night falls, Talon is like almost more lively than he is during the day.
Y'all kind of hit a moment where y'all are continuing down this road, continuing waves down the road, and past the horrors of whatever this happened. Mort, if you can give me your knowledge religion check real quick. 14? 14's enough. You are aware that the creatures you fought, not just skeletons, the zombies, those other creatures you fought, they're referred to as one of kind of like three things. They're either referred to as more of like their official name, almost like scientific name, as a festrog. Or they're also referred to as wild ghouls or ghoul hounds. From what you're aware, they appear in people who were killed in places of heavy forestry and everything through either disease or an animal attack. Most likely someone like this was buried here. Some people like this were buried here, and when that negative energy hit, this was how they were transformed. As y'all
see.
What were you saying, Mort?
I was just saying, I see.
Do you relay this information to anybody?
I think for now I'll keep it to myself, but
as y'all
if
continue,
asked, I'll definitely relay information.
there's a moment where everyone kind of like is in silence, is in a level of silence. It's like these things. It's hard. The undead is fighting the undead is such a harrowing adventure. Some of you know that more personally than others. but dealing with them is always like witnessing almost like a perversion of life. Puppets created by dark energies. As those thoughts kind of continue in your mind, y'all come across a town.
I might let Talon almost like break the silence, like, but it's more like a muttering, like it's more like a muttering, like, huh, at least these undead were just zombies and skeletons. There are worse.
Oh, what's going on today? I didn't know that. Anyway, I'm sorry. Magnus says, there are worse things than undeath in this world. As this kind of continues,
Yeah, after Magnus says that one, like, Talon will do more of a, not really out loud, almost like a self muttering, like, easy for those who aren't halfway living it.
as the night kind of comes in, and y'all about the first hour or two of night, y'all do finally make it to a town. See light torches and houses, the city, uh torches in windows and such. And y'all come across people coming back from work and everything. Y'all don't see this, do y'all?
Nope.
We
Not yet.
try.
Hold on.
Yeah, I got it. Y'all come back to those. Y'all come back.
Still just a black screen.
I thought I gave y'all. There you go. You kind of come back and
There we go.
You see the you see the stables. You see houses. But as you do, you see people. Magnus says, "Excuse me, sir." And he kind of points to one of the men. What town is this? A man says, Homelet. Homelet. Magnus says, thank you, sir. He says, we have made it. The village of Homelet. I suggest before we turn in for the night, we find out the details of our employment and see if this was worth the trek.
It usually only has one church, and it should stand out.
As y'all kind of y'all do walk down the road. This is even when I say dirt road, this is a dirt road. This is just people have been walked on grass and killed it. It's like, yeah. As y'all continue, you do kind of you see Magnus kind of wave down another man and says, where would Brother Wellset be, sir? He's at the church, end of town. Thank you. Y'all do continue, and you see, as you pass, you see a kind of like a double-story house, a double-story building, kind of like the largest building of the town square. You see hanging on a chain. The welcome is the inn of the Welcome Wench. This is, you see this is like a tavern of some sort. You see people coming in and out of it. As well as you hear a bit of music playing.
Well, after we speak with Mr. Wellset, I guess this is where we'll be having dinner and some rooms.
As y'all kind of pass a little bit farther from the town center and you see a well illuminated, almost silo like building at the very end of town. You kind of see like these stairs moving up to it, and from there, you see above the door a symbol of Abadar, present. This is a vault. This is a vault. As y'all continue, y'all find yourselves in a vault of Abadar. I thought I did that. You find yourselves in a vault of Abadar. The door opens. For those of you who have been inside of one before, very similar architecture, almost the same, if you will. You enter into this vault of Abadar, and as you do, a man, large man, kind of slightly pointed ears of a half elf, kind of turns to them and goes like, "Oh, sorry, church service is paused at the moment. I do regret to inform you."
Oh, we've been traveling for 2 days from the city. We're here to talk about the job notice. I hold out the paper.
Oh, the you'll hear about the bandits. Um,
Correct. We would have been here sooner, but some of the residents in the graveyard seemed to wake from their slumber, and we had to put them back to rest.
Oh, good. By the Lord's laws. That is harrowing. I am happy that you all made it out all right, I assume.
Nothing a warm bed won't fix.
There's an inn in town. I don't know if you saw the welcome winch that should have beds
Right.
for travelers like you.
I believe we passed it.
Well,
Anyway, regarding the job,
well, we've been near our. I mean, near our town is a abandoned moat house. Old fortress that had been abandoned since before the current royal family took over. Before the day of Sundering. And it is currently, and it just so happened that a new group of ne'er-do-wells has taken it over and started calling it their fortress.
are there any distinguishing features of this group? Do they call?
They are. They're just normal brigands, truly. If some of our soldiers or if our town guard was anything of actual repute, I think we could have driven them off ourselves. It's just they are, but we are lacking in that department. That's why I had to call outside help.
I see. Okay. I believe Talon kind of turns to the group. I believe if we could probably set off first thing in the morning, who knows? Things go well enough. We would probably have driven them out by lunchtime.
I appreciate your optimism.
Well, when you've seen a battlefield a few times, optimism tends to keep the spirits high.
Apt choice of words. Magnus looks over and says, "Our pay, sir. How shall we be compensated for our work?" Brother Wellsaid kind of says, "We are not the most well off groups of towns. But I can afford you 30 gold apiece. But that is the most we can give from our savings, from our savings to keep the lights on." I mean, and you may have, if anything they have stolen, if it does not belong to anyone in the town, it is free for your taking as well.
Huh. Well, in that case, this I believe this got interesting.
Please. Here, and he kind of comes out with a small board, and he kind of writes it. He does give you a writ for. He kind of creates a writ, and he says, "Take this to the inn, and drinks are on me. Drinks are on me. Your bed and breakfast, that is of course you, but drinks, be merry, enjoy yourselves before tomorrow. And thank you for answering our call."
All right.
Kind of hands the writ to you. Hands the writ to you, and says like, again, thank you, but I must be closing for the night. He kind of like shoos you away in a way, and is like, "Please." Magnus kind of says like, "We shall be on our way, and we shall make sure not to bankrupt the church with our libations."
Right.
As y'all
Let's
continue,
guess we should get back to the tavern.
as y'all get back to the tavern, um, as y'all kind of leave the what you call leave the vault, leave the leave the vault and make it back to the tavern. Um, y'all find y'all kind of sit around. Um, uh, Mort, if you can give me a small fortitude check.
Okay.
It's just a pequeño way, a small one. Pequeño, is that how you say in Spanish? Pequeño? Small one? 19. Okay. Yeah, that should have been. Maybe a will save. I don't know. I'm sorry, I might have been wrong there. Give me a will save. You're good at those. Yeah, you really are. Two things come to mind. Do you stay here, party, drink, or do you quickly get a room and see what you got and open up your present?
I'll head to the inn and just start looking through what I have.
Yeah. So I guess
Okay.
Mort disappears as Talon's already ordering steaks and ale.
As y'all continue, you see everyone who, I mean, Mort kind of like pays for a room, which will be 1 gold piece, please. Um, uh, Mort pays for a room, kind of disregarding the drink offer, and quickly disappears into his room. Mort sits there.
Okay, I mean he took a hit during the fight, so maybe he needs to rest it off.
As Mort continues. Da-da-da-da-da. As Mort continues, as Mort kind of goes to his room, kind of like he got a room to himself. He finds himself sitting at the small work desk they have. Unpacks his stuff, takes out the journal. Question. Does Mort take out
during the pre-battle partying, Talon's thing of like 2 tankards of ale, just trying to down them both at once.
Does Mort take out the other book?
Yes, Anzu being not like that, is just sitting there with her.
You mean the one that I started the campaign with?
Yeah.
A normal person.
Yeah, might as well. In case I need to cross-reference notes between the 2 books.
Mort, as you take out both books, you see the journal. The journal is like more of a handwritten and not print. Is handwritten. You can look at the handwriting, you still understand it. It's a language you understand. The other one, of course, is in printed infernal. That it is leather. That second book, it is a tome, heavy, silvered and brass tassels, on the corner. A demonic skull on the cover of it. This is truly a tome. It's heavy in more ways than one. As you sit there, you touch the tome. Take like a deep breath, and then you open that journal. Journal. You see the recovered journal. You read through it. You skip to any well, let me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll me a D8 real quick. Roll me a D8. If you roll an 8, you get to pick. 7. You skip, kind of like not one to wait around. You skip to the end. You skip to that final section of it. Entry 51. Entry 51. Tonight is the night. I found information that would allow me to entreat the powers of my goddess and summon my own undead servant to better serve her. My ascension is within my grasp. I shall be reborn anew. This talks of a ritual, an 8-hour ritual to summon an undead servant to your side. You kind of study this for a moment, and it's different. But the biggest thing about it is you must entreat the powers of the being that gives you your power. The issue is, whose name do you call? With that, we're going to end the session. Everyone has gained a good bit of XP, honestly. There was a lot of XP going around during that fight. With that, we are going to end the session.
How much gold does everyone spend on like food and rooms?
Gold piece. You don't have to worry about food because the boy's paying for everything. So, with that, we are going to end the session. Great session, everybody.
As a joke.
Great having y'all here. We'll see you next time.